beautiful people. Welcome back to another weekly Daily Wednesdays where we sit back, relax, take that midweek break, talk about some of the fun things going on in the world of Linux and open source. Really anything else that's really cool, because that's just kind of how we are. I'm Vince Stone. That's Jill Bryant. Everybody watching us live over here on YouTube at LWDW. Go click the bell, click the subscribe, and give us a thumbs up if you're watching live. That truly
smash that bell, fam, as our Theron would say.
Helps out the channel, and we do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Today on the show, we're talking about Amarok. You remember the old heads out there? You can remember Amarok. It's still around. Yeah. It's still it's coming into the future, kicking and screaming. There is genuinely, that is not clickbait. There is a new Sound Blaster audio card coming with built-in Linux support out of the box. This is not going to be third party. It's going to work. And what else we got? Oh yeah, we're going to WASM the kernel in the browser.
Yeah, it's really cool. And we have some sound blasting to do too, Vin. Woohoo!
I'm impressed how Jill could just like straight up block out the second thing I said.
Okay, go ahead, Vin.
Like what? Huh? Hello. Panda IOTA. I'm going to tell you about that. A great little single board computer that I've been playing around with that is not ARM based. But first, before we get started, let's see what's up, what's new, what's going on with everybody. I was telling everybody in the pre-show that I got a new mini PC in, one of the mini that are floating around for interfacing Linux from a little company you might have heard of. I think they're called B-Link.
Oh yeah, B-Link. They've
been around for a
older
minute.
Units. Yeah.
An interesting company if you follow them. You know, they used to just make, they were like the super cheap, like little, Intel mini PCs that you could get, one of the OGs, if you will. And they've kind of turned into a real company over the years. You buy a B-Link now, you don't expect like the absolute cheap junk. This one, interesting configuration, 10 core, 12 thread Intel with Intel Z graphics. It's got like 32 gigs of RAM in it. But this is part of my continuing mission to boldly go and find out if Linux runs on all these. But I'm going to be switching things up. I'm going to be feeding this thing Ubuntu, Fedora, maybe some CachyOS. And just hit it 3 different ways because I want that database there. Because you assume everything works these days, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You think everything's going to work, but you don't know, and you don't like, which one should I buy? Hopefully I'll be able to start building a little bit of a database for everybody out there online and be like, all right, let's find out. Does Wi-Fi work? Do we have any problems installing? Are there any catches, any hiccups? How about the graphics, network, all that fun stuff? Keep it available for you on interfacing Linux. How about you, Jill Bryant? What's going on?
Oh boy. Well, I was going to show you all the goodies I got from the Genshin Impact pop-up store here in my neighborhood, a suburb of LA County. And unfortunately, I seem to have kind of sprained my arm. I think I did it at night in bed, and it's killing me. So I really can't pick up anything right now without it kind of hurting and my neck twitching. I think everyone's been there and has had that happen when you sleep wrong. But my arm is really limp. It's like, oh gosh.
Poor Jill, debilitated for sleeping wrong.
Yeah.
Just bury me.
Yeah. Well, no.
I can't function. I slept wrong.
Yeah, no. So I'm not lifting anything right now, but I'm going to tell you about.
You're going to skip like your bench workout.
Yeah.
No pull-ups?
I couldn't even do, actually, Vin, this morning I tried to do my stretch and I went down, but I didn't get up. So.
I feel you, Ben. I feel you. Yeah. I'll joke around with it about it to the end of days because like I've straight up told people on this show I've like gotten up and fell face first on the floor before.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, all right, yeah, I'm a bit broken this morning myself.
Yeah.
What you got to tell us about though, Joe?
So I'm going to tell you about a new, beautiful, free anime role-playing game that I am playing called Duet Night Abyss. It hasn't been released on Steam yet, but is supposed to be coming out soon. So I am playing it from the Epic store using the Heroic Games launcher. And yeah, so this is one of the first games I've ever played on, honestly, that was launched on the Epic Store first. So I'm excited about it. It's Duet Night Abyss is a lot like Genshin Impact, but a bit more edgier, like Wuthering Waves. But the artwork is phenomenal. It uses the Unreal Engine, and the mechanics are very, very Genshin Impact like. But there are some differences, and some things are made easier, like using the map system and moving around to different areas on the map is quicker. I should say quicker. But it's got excellent stories and is prettier than Wuthering Waves is. I mean, Wuthering Waves is really more gritty and more kind of militaristic. But Duet Night Abyss is kind of in between Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. So it's gritty, but the colors and the scenes are beautiful. So everyone out there, look forward to more pictures from me. I'm going to post in chat of the beautiful locations I am visiting. Aw, and there it is. But yeah, I was really surprised that it wasn't out on Steam yet. So, but it's coming. It is coming. And it's a beautiful game. It's really, really been fun.
I look forward to avoiding it.
Yeah. Ben doesn't play the anime role-playing games.
God, no.
Or the gacha games.
Hey, man, listen, I'm just jealous that people find joy. I look at that the same way I look at people who play Dark Souls. I'm like, man, I wish I could find entertainment and stuff like that. I'm like,
yeah.
Let's go ahead and hop into it this week, everybody, with Amarok, Blast from the Past. You might remember that from back before everything was streaming, back when you had that MP3 collection. Remember those? You had that folder with MP3s, and like some people were like really crazy and they would organize it instead of just having everything dumped into one. Like you knew how far down to scroll to find that. Maybe you had a playlist in XMMS, or maybe you were still in Windows using Winamp back in the day. And Amarok showed up, Jill, and just made everything easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Including that was kind of the first. Yeah, that was the first podcast player I used on Linux to play podcasts in those early 2000 years. So one of my favorite and Ben's favorite open source music apps on Linux, Amarok, just got a huge big update. Amarok 3.3 Far Above the Clouds is out, and it has had a major technical overhaul. It is the first version based on Qt6 KF6, representing a decade-sized update of its technological foundation. And the audio engine has been switched to use GStreamer instead of Phonon, which provides a more unified and solid feature set like replay gain and visualizer for all users, regardless of the backend. And that's really good news. And there is an updated database character set to allow full UTF-8 values, improving support for exotic symbols and emojis and podcast descriptions, etc., etc. And there is improved volume handling to avoid resets on track changes, which is also a really nice feature. And for all the awesome updates to Amarok 3.3, go to the link in our LWDW show notes. But I want to point out that Mike Oldfield is one of my favorite synth musicians, and his Far Above the Clouds track is one of my favorites from Tubular Bells 3. So I was very excited when Amarok 3.3 named this release Far Above the Clouds and featured the track in the Amarok picture on their release page. And Amarok has featured Mike Oldfield in the past releases as well. And for those of you that don't know, Mike, I call him Michael Oldfield, because when I did a synth music radio show, I'd sometimes refer to him as Michael. He is the person responsible for the soundtrack to. I just spaced from 1973.
Oh, that soundtrack, from 73. Yeah, I remember that one.
my gosh, I'm spacing. The Exorcist.
There we go.
There it is.
I didn't know.
I have it on LP from when I was a little kid. So
cool, man.
Yeah.
It's good to see like Amarok like kind of went into stasis for a long time.
Yeah.
Just disappeared. People weren't using it, and we're seeing people circle back around. Or maybe a bit of a resurgence for it, and people are looking at it. It's available on FlatHub for the children out there, for the kids out there, the new Linux users. They're like, oh, click a button and run on my application in a container. And I'm like, go for it. If it works for you, that's all that matters. And I don't do anything on desktop. The desktop stuff, it's weird how that's migrated over the years. The only audio player I have on the main box here in the studio is Audacious, and the only reason I'm using that instead of VLC is because it maintains persistent jack syncs. So every time it switches a song, I don't have to like reconnect the graph. How things have changed, though. Like you brought up podcasting. I remember. I don't think it was the first one. I think I might have been using GPodder before that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's an earlier one. And I used to use XMMS for podcasts.
I don't think I've ever used XMMS for podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think Amarok was the one where I had the largest playlist of podcasts.
It was like living in the future because it pulled up like album art and stuff like what?
Exactly.
It was all there. It was kind of crazy, but it's great to see it. It's still kicking, and I'm glad people are still keeping their music on their desktop and local and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Good job. Now another blast from the past, not the 70s, but definitely the late 80s, early 90s, and all throughout the 90s and early aughts. Sound Blaster. You remember them?
Yes.
They blasted sound. The first time you heard Sound Blaster, I should have got my prop. I still have my AWE 64 laying around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have my extended ISA cards of Sound Blaster from back in the day.
Yeah, well, I mean, you needed something to plug the CD-ROM drive into, did you?
Yeah, exactly.
They got something new out. Creative Technologies launched Sound Blaster Reimagine, a modular Linux-powered audio hub that reimagines the classic PC sound card for a modern age. At least that's the claim. That's what they're saying on the tin. Modular design, you get buttons, you get dials, you get a slider, and a screen that you can just mix and match and just like play some Legos with it, rearrange them however you want. And shipping for this critter is going to begin in 2026. It's going to run you about $500, and you're like, oh no. And like, I agree with you. And like, but that's for a kit that has the base plus a touchscreen, the buttons, dials, and slider modules and all that. But they're like, hey man, if you want to do a pre-order, you can get one for $300. And normally I don't even talk like stuff like this, but I dug around like what this is, and I've definitely brought this up before. When you see things like this, they've already made these. Like they got them, they're working. They need to know how many to make. This is a production order Kickstarter. Like how many people are going to back this? And then they're like, okay, that's how many we're going to be pushing out on that first run. It looks really slick, and when we do a search for Linux, you can use the Reimagine standalone. It runs the Linux OS. Like this thing is powered by Linux from the get-go. And it's got an 8-core, I'm guessing an ARM SoC inside of it, like 8 gigs of RAM or something like that. This is I can get up to stuff box, which makes me kind of excited about it. 6 top NPU because everything's got to have RAM AI stuff in it. It's got a TF card. Yeah, people are going to hack the bejesus out of others, and I'm here for it. I want to get excited about it. How good of an actual digital audio converter it is, it doesn't matter anymore. They're all good enough. Yeah, they've been good enough since like 2005. So, what do you think, Joe? What do you think?
Oh boy, I think if this takes off, it could be a real competitor to the Stream Deck. But it also has modular hardware thrown in. So then this might be nice for streaming the shows. And it can play Doom because it's got a little computer in it and running Linux. And I actually have a USB Sound Blaster DAC that I have my Altec Lansing's 5.1 computer sound system hook up to. And I'm very happy with it. And it has excellent sound quality. So looking forward to playing with this. This is going to be really, really cool. And I think USD $300 is not a bad price for the lower
I think this
tier
is a horrible
on Kickstarter.
This animated GIF makes it look like if you're watching a movie, it explodes.
Oh, yeah, it does. There's stuff flying in his face as he's watching the movie.
And look at this. You get super user access to it out of the box.
Yes.
Yeah. Hacking it, you don't really have to do too much to it, man. It'll be interesting to see how it rolls out. Yeah.
Yeah, and in one of the tiers, you get the Sound Blaster parrot included, a plushy parrot. So that's really cool. And what was also awesome is that the Sound Blaster Reimagine was funded in just 20 minutes of launching on Kickstarter. Well, it is Sound Blaster, but that's pretty good there.
It'll be interesting to see.
Sweet.
There it is. And non-3D rendered goodness.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Like, I want to believe. I want, here's some of the old schoolers, an ISA card right there. I definitely have the one on the right here.
Oh, yeah.
In a drawer, which is a PCI. I think it might actually be ISA, dude. I don't remember.
Yeah. So I have in this room right now, I have 4 Sound Blaster cards in some of my vintage machines, but I have many more than that. In fact, I have a box of Sound Blaster cards from all my different machines over the years, all the way from EISA to even PCI and AGP. Oh my gosh.
Well, AGP was for the graphics cards.
Yeah, but there was a very rare, there was one Sound Blaster card made for it.
AGP Sound Blaster. Let's take a look.
I'm pretty sure I have that in my collection.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit off. I'm not seeing an AGP. I'm unaware of a advanced graphics port supporting audio-only sound card. Might be just a bit of a misremember on that one.
Okay.
Might want to double check. But
possibly.
You needed a sound card back in the day, and Sound Blasters worked with Linux all the way back from, you remember back in the 90s installing, hello, my name is Linus, and I pronounce Linux. That was playing around. I originally heard that with a Sound Blaster because, even integrated audio on a motherboard wasn't a thing. Didn't exist. And when it did show up, it was Windows only, man. Yeah. Like, it was right up there with Win modems back in the day. Like, that stuff was never going to work. And, now you don't even think about it, do you?
Mm-hmm.
You just plug it in. It sounds just like it's a commodity. Most people don't think twice about it unless they want to, plug a microphone in or something like that. So having this, and to what Jill said, you can mix and match, make your own little mini Stream Deck. And it'll be interesting if they make a bigger one with more modules on it. In different designs. You could have one big chunky one. So, really excited about it. Keep an eye out. So.
Absolutely. Oh, PCIe. I have it. I have a Sound Blaster PCIe right now in this machine right here.
Okay, not AGP, PCIe.
Yeah, not AGP. Right. Yeah, PCIe. Yeah.
All right. There we go. We've solved the case.
Yes.
Linux WebAssembly. What?
Yeah, this is cool. So here's something so awesome. Open source developer Joel Severin successfully ported the Linux kernel to WebAssembly or WASM. You can run the Linux kernel within a WASM-capable web browser like Chrome or Firefox on Joel's GitHub page, linked in our show notes. And it will allow you to execute basic programs from a shell and standard commands provided by BusyBox and backed by a musl libc, and it uses xterm.js for the terminal emulator. And you can check out the working demo via Joel's GitHub page and the full code, including patched versions of the Linux kernel, LLVM, musl libc, and BusyBox is available on his GitHub repository. WebAssembly presents a unique challenge for the Linux kernel because there is no native way to suspend the execution of a task, process, or thread. So the solution is a very, very interesting one. It relies on Linux's support for a large number of CPUs, up to 8K or more. A new dedicated CPU backed by a web worker is spun up for each user task, and then the kernel is tricked into never preempting it. It's really cool. And it essentially offloads the actual scheduling of each task from the Linux guest kernel to the host OS scheduler managing the web workers. So I was really fascinated by that. And as you might guess, the WASM Linux kernel is a bit buggy. It's not really stable or secure and does require many workarounds and hacks. But it is a proof of concept to get discussion started and steer the development of WASM toward supporting a production-ready WebAssembly powered Linux system. And there are other methods of running Linux in a web browser, like we have covered here on LWDW, like WebVM, which is a virtual Linux environment running in the browser via WebAssembly. But this Linux kernel WASM project by developer Joel Severin moves actually past previous methods that use slow architectural emulation using WASM or JavaScript or running Linux as a library. So it's actually a lot faster than some of the other options out there. I noticed that immediately. It's a lot faster at running because it's not virtualized. It's really cool.
Proof of concept, not stable, not secure, but like, hey, go play with it, man. Yeah. I saw this was posted on Hacker News, and a lot of people are having a great time with it, playing around in the comments. And, of course, they're like, well, I'm like, well, it's okay to make something for fun. Maybe something will come out of this, and plenty of known bugs. And of course, sudo to make me a sandwich did not work. So I'm not terribly pleased with it.
Yeah. Aw.
It's pretty cool. It's cool. Exposing OpenGL ES, awesome. Like what people are doing with like WASM is always been fast. Since the first time I saw like, what was it, like Quake 3 running in a browser or something like that. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And here we are. So go play with it. There'll be a link in the show notes. And just more cool stuff like this, please.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, before we get out of here, everybody, we need to talk about pandas.
Yay! A hypno panda, to be precise.
Maybe you've been looking for an x86 mini PC. I showed one at the beginning of the show, B-Link sent over like this big chunker right here, which this is not a big chunker, but it's still a mini PC compared to what I'm about to talk about, which is this. And this is not a mini PC. Nope, that's a development board with a gang of accessories for just about any project that you can really come up with, man. Had a fun time with it, putting it together. It's Raspberry Pi 5 size. That's really what they're going for here. They're like, hey, do you want a credit card sized Intel N150 CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, and it's got the hateful thing that I don't like. There it is. The ribbon connector for PCI Express Gen 3x1 to connect an NVMe hat or like a NPU module or anything that you wanted to get onto that. It's also got a Raspberry Pi 2440 and a GPIO full-size HDMI. I'm so happy about that. I hate dongles. Take note. Raspberry Pi, full-size HDMI. Give me that.
Yay.
I did a full write-up on it. I played around with it. I've had it for a couple of weeks. They sent me a big, ginormous kit with a bunch of stuff. What I did is like, man, what would I buy? I'd buy the main board. And of course, I would buy an active cooler for it and NVMe hat just to get started. So I built a starter kit in the video, showed you how to stick it together. We booted Windows 11 on it because it came with Windows 11 pre-installed, and I immediately got rid of that. Installed Linux on it, and just did some basic testing with it just to get you up and running. So if you've been thinking about playing with something like that, go watch the video, and hopefully you have a good time with it. And of course, there's all the information over on Interfacing Linux if you want. I even did some PlayStation 3 emulation on it, played a little bit of Doom 2016, and of course some Silksong.
Yes.
We had to get that. in there. Pretty cool toy, but it's not a toy. It's a good tinker toy. It is like a crazy. You remember when I talked about the Rosda X4, like right when that came out, the N100 mini Raspberry Pi alternative. And I was like, man, they better watch out. This is more of that. This is more of that. And it's pretty cheap too. This thing's like $120, which you're thinking
price.
like,
yeah.
Okay. Now, one thing I did notice immediately in the comments, if you could read the comments, pretty good comments over there on the YouTube video. Give it a like, subscribe if you want. I'd appreciate it. More than one person, let's just say that, came in, Jill, and they said, but my mini PC with whatever, and all this, and like, yes, it's not a mini PC, people. This is built for like embedded projects. Like if you wanted to build a cyber deck, a tablet, you want to run it on USB, a little battery, and have it a quarter the size of a mini PC. This is not a mini PC. So that is like, it's like showing up and going, my race car is faster than your 4-door family car. I'm like, yeah, it is. They both have wheels. That's about all they have in common. So if you look at it through the right lens, and of course that's something, I pinned that comment up there. I'm like, if you're looking for a mini PC, this is not it.
This is not it.
No, this is made for tinkerers, developers, makers, like people who want to do projects.
Yeah, classic single board computer.
Exactly. And you don't want to deal with ARM.
Yeah.
ARM's gotten a lot better, but as you've seen with the stuff I've covered, like there's some extra steps involved more often than not. So LattePanda IOTA. Go give that a read. Give that a watch if you get a chance. And yeah, Jill, you didn't like the Windows only hat?
Yeah, the battery backup hat is Windows only. I was sad by that because that was one of the things I was interested in seeing how well it worked on Linux.
Yeah, we got a bit of an update on that in the comments section over on Interfacing Linux. Mike Full, he's like, hey man, I've got it, I bought it, and I plugged the UPS. Now what we're talking about is a battery hat, not double A's, but 18650s lithium ion that you can put in, and it's supposed to function as like an uninterruptible power supply. But when you go to the page on LattePanda, when I was getting ready to like shoot the video, I read like big red letters is like, this is Windows only. And I'm like, I'm not telling anybody that it works under Linux because I don't want any liability for that. If the company says it is Windows only, I'm going to tell you it's Windows only. If you plug it in and it explodes into a ball of flames and it kicks down your back door and runs screeching into the night, you don't get to blame me for it because I said it doesn't work with. I'm just going to parrot that. However, Mike points out that under Ubuntu, UPS seems just picks it up as USB hid stuff and shows the status out of the box. And I'm like, that's really good to see. And it looks like, I think the charge controller and everything's built onto the board itself. So you don't, that would be the only thing. I was like, make sure that's working.
Oh, yeah.
Again, if you know about this stuff, it's not going to bother you. But if you're brand new to this stuff, don't pick up that hat and expect to just plug it in and everything to work with a battery backup. But then again, you could put Windows 10 or Windows 11 on it and yeah.
Let's not go there.
No, man, that's what I'm going to do.
It's going to take too long for the install for the first thing.
I'm putting Windows 11. When I'm done with this stuff, I hand it off to friends and, well, not family, but people like, yo, your kid wants something to play with? Here, take that, because, they'll get interested in that. Mess with them a little bit, put Windows on it. I'm like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild and crazy things. Interfacinglinux.com. Go check it out. But look at that, 29 minutes.
Yeah,
right on
we
time.
did it, man.
We did it, man. We got through it. And you like the show, you want to support it, patreon.com/Linux Gamecast, linuxgamecast.com. You can get the podcast, download it, put it all over your face, chest, and neck. We would appreciate it. Subscribe to us on YouTube, or don't. We're not your boss. Come watch us live right here on YouTube at LWDW, 3 p.m. Eastern. Hop in the chat, get very active and talk. Then we start the show and everybody goes radio silent. It's great.
Yeah.
You just have to take our word. If you're watching the video version there are people here
Yes.
Like, as soon as we start the show, they just go, boop, they peace out. And I'm not going to give anybody a hard time because I never type. Like, I watch stuff all the time in the background. I never type in people's shows. Good times. All right. We got to get the music.
Yes, absolutely. Got to thank all our beautiful patrons, including DeCresney, who's in chat, and Scott in chat, and Mir PPC in chat, and my Steve husband, and of course, our advisor is Artheron, and he's usually in chat. So,
people we've missed this week.
Yeah, sorry, I missed a lot of people. At least 100.
No, we didn't miss Jill and Steve, though, did we?
No. Yeah.
One of those weeks.
Still a patron, and I'm proud.
Jill and Steve.
Yeah.
But everybody else. All right, beautiful people. Have a great rest of your week. Have fun. Get up. Go make something. Go put some Linux on something.
Yeah.
Put some Windows 11 on something, too, if you want to be like cruel and unusual to your poor hardware.
Yeah.
I won't blame you. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye, everyone. Love you.
We did a show, everybody.
Yes, we did.